I'm sorry, y'all. I thought we was gonna have to get into something. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm back. Look at them out there laughing and having fun, enjoying. Look at they enjoying each other. They're happy. What's up, brother?
How you doing, man? Good?
Look, man, tell them how you feel.
Man, I feel hurt. You know, it's a lot of crazy shit going on. We lost our brothers, our sisters, and shit like this. I think they deserve what's happening to them. You know, we walked from 125th all the way to 42nd Street, and they've been fucking with us from the beginning. We here.
They followed us all the way down. Where you from, man?
Brooklyn, New York, downtown.
My brother. I love you, brother.
Love you too, my brother.
We all we got. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Yeah, look, it's going down. They're going down. A whole nother group of marchers is down there. Yeah, we done met up now. Yeah. Oh, we done met up with another crew. We got a whole nother crew. Whole nother crew just came. Yeah. 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 This crazy motherfucker. Yeah. Hands up! 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 Yeah! Yeah, look at my kids. You created this. Government, you created this. Racists, you created this. We don't want this. Out on the some shit like that, or sitting at home with our families. You created this, so now you got us. And this is the perfect picture in the world to show you it's not about black and white. It's about us against racism. Because we got hues of every color down here right now with us. I'll prove it to you. I'll prove it to you. That's what it is. George Floyd! where we at now. This is what you created. You created this. Yeah.
Fucking attitude, man. All the minorities on the police force, man. Look at your fucking kids, man. They gotta go around, man.
You won't be using that. You won't be using that too long, too long. Oh yeah, baby.
Exactly, like I'm trying to tell him to calm down. Please.
We need you. We all mad, but we need you. Please, please, man, please. As long as we're on the sidewalk, we good. As long as you're on the sidewalk, we good. When nobody's breaking no laws. Let me get up here in the front with him, just in case I got a tangle with one of them. Y'all gonna do the right thing down here. You're not big enough. I'll take you. Now we out, y'all out here trying to police us now. Y'all created this. Y'all created this. Y'all brought the children out. Y'all did this. Y'all did this. You're doing the right thing. Plus you don't have, let me find somebody who's willing to have a conversation any kind of way. Shame on you.
Yes.
Shame on you because she wanted it. That's why. Nah, you don't want to do that. Don't threaten her because then they want to arrest you. Yeah, listen.
He mad.
Don't worry about it.
And then he over there standing with a bat like he gonna hit somebody with that shit.
They're not gonna do that, bro. Stay out of that. We're not gonna break the law, but if they violate ours, then you do what you gotta do if you violate it. But yeah, shame on shame. But you know, I expect that from them cowards. This ain't new. The worst thing they could have did was bring the youth out. Thank you for being out.
Yeah.
Appreciate you and I love you, man. You want to say something, man?
Niggas gonna buy. Fuck the cops. RP to everybody that's dying from these niggas. I don't care about none of these cops. They trash.
See? They throwing garbage at this coward. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, y'all getting ready to get a Go ahead, so I can kick your fucking teeth out your mouth.
George Floyd! Say his name! 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 George Floyd!
Say his name! Say his name! Yeah, I'm not saying that with y'all. I come from the old school. We don't do that. I put my mask up. Y'all know y'all can barely hear me. I'm gonna walk over here real quick, away from everybody, and give y'all a heads up of what's going on. You know, basically, this is the group that came from Harlem, 125th Street. That's all the way down on, we on what? We on 39th Street and 7th Avenue now. These are people that walked 100 blocks, 100 city blocks, and there's no letting up right now. These young people are mad. These young people are real mad, and they tired. And I'm gonna tell you something else that I see more than mad and tired. They're hurt. These young people are hurting. They're tired of watching their friends and people that look like them die like dogs. See, most of y'all, you know, are not out in the streets enough to even experience it. You're in your car, you go to work, you come home, you go somewhere nice on the weekend. You don't know what's going on out here. You're not attached. And these are our kids out here. And their parents should be out here with them, standing in solidarity. Maybe these kids wouldn't be so rowdy and so amped to start fires and turn over cars and shit like that if their parents was out here with them. So y'all dropping the ball. Like I said, you know, I need the people in my age bracket to be out here with me. My 40 and 50-year-olds, my 60-year-olds that's in good shape. Come on out here, be out here with us. Maybe you could have a conversation with some of these younger people and keep them calm, like I try to do when I see some of them getting off the hook. But y'all not here. But y'all will be on Facebook debating me about something. Don't even debate me no more. I don't want nobody that ain't on the front line to debate me about nothing no more. If you ain't on the front line, don't debate me. Yo, I don't know who that's calling me from a 914 number. Stop calling me. I'm on live. Damn, I don't get it, man. You know. And that's the bad part. You know, a lot of these things is going on with this one, and even that last one we had with Mike Brown. A lot of them got out of hand because we don't have adults out here. But y'all will be the same cowards that 20 years from now be talking about, oh yeah, I remember how we tore the city up about George Floyd. You ain't tear the city up doing nothing. You sat at home and watched it. Just like them old timers who always talk about how they marched with Dr. King. You didn't walk with Dr. King. Get out of here. You wasn't, because if you was on the front line, then you would have, people that's built for the front line never get off the front line unless you're physically enabled. So when I see them talking that, and then they talking something else now, then you know, y'all ain't frontliners. Y'all just people who come out, who talk about it. 20 years from now, y'all gonna be telling them stories, and you better hope I don't hear you telling them stories 10 years from now about how we tore the city up. I'm gonna slap you. As soon as I say I'm gonna slap you in your face and tell you to stand down, because you're not out here. What's up, brother? And my brothers and sisters is out here. And like they would say it, we outside. Look, all races. Look at the Muslim brother. All religions. All genders. People from all over the world is right here in New York. And if we had some of our elders out here with me, maybe we could stop them from setting things on fire. Because now they're starting to set the garbage cans and things on fire. and they can't stop us. You can't hold us. You can't hold us back. Can't hold us back.
See? What I told you?
They're arresting people in the street.
Jesus Christ! You cannot. I'm looking. See if you see me.
No peace. You're saying we gotta disperse. We walking down the street, so. What do you mean you can't walk on 7th? What kind of fucking law is that? When did that become a law? Now they telling us you can't walk on 7th Avenue. Get the fuck out of here, man. All that stupidity.
Let's go to Taco Tuesdays, everybody. Let's go to Jimmy's. Today ain't Taco. Oh, today's Tuesday. Oh, shit,
I'm not going to
Saturday.
think I don't have to. This is unlawful assembly. You must disperse or you will be subject to arrest. Look, they closed anyway. Oh. If today ain't Tuesday, the kids don't have to. Mine don't have to. Look that in.
Yeah. 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 The
This
beauty.
is an unlawful assembly. You must disperse or you will be subject to arrest.
Yeah, the beauty of this is it's kids now. Y'all can't, every time y'all chasing one block, they run another block and reassemble and get it cracking. So yeah, this is it. This is the, you know, if y'all don't change your ways, America, if you don't change your ways, you don't have to worry about COVID. We coming to the day's end. People are tired. People are tired. People are so tired of what you guys have been doing to us. People are tired. People had enough. So now what? Now what? Now we're in a whole nother place. We're in a whole nother place. We need you out here.
Thank you.
We need you out here. Channel that passion right. Channel it right, bruh. They would love to put you in jail. Oh, come on, not you, not a traffic cop. Come, wait a minute. Don't tell me you walking with the police? We know you don't carry a gun, man. Come on, man. don't look like you fight too well either, so you better fall back, man. They got a traffic cop. Oh no, I jumped up in. Hey, John, you said where I had the police was getting a little physical, so I jumped out there. I jumped out there, you know, to see what was going on. But everything is good. Yeah, and you know, he was a traffic cop, Sean. He don't even carry a gun, man. Somebody hurt him, man. I want him to get on out of here and be safe, man. He's not built for that. All right, man, I done fell back in the crowd to talk to y'all a little bit. And I'm gonna try to catch up to this crowd. These young kids, man, they run so fast and move so fast, man. They definitely showing my age, man. Damn. Hurry up. Get up here with these people, man. And you know, when my phone died, I'll see y'all later, man. You know, whatever it is, it is. The police. What the police keep doing is trying to separate us by creating roadblocks. But, you know, it is what it is. Look. Yeah, we're on 34th Street now. That's what you do. So you get down here and you get down in there. You get down in there. Get down and you start messing with the places that affects their money. Sorry, brother. That affects their money.
Yeah! Let's go!
Yeah, start affecting their money. Affect their money. That's right, keep affecting their money. Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
You're murderers! You're killers!
Listen, when they start running,
I love my kids. These are my kids. These kids got skateboards, man. These are my kids, man. Y'all don't get it, man. Yeah. These are the voices of young America. The voices of young America. I love it. That's on fire. Uh-oh. They're starting fires. Yeah, look at the agitator. I'm gonna show you the agitator that keep turning the garbage over. The boy that's turning the garbage cans over on every block and setting them on fire. That boy that's doing that happens to be a Caucasian. Just want to put that out there so that when they start talking about how bad we are.
This is an unlawful assembly. You must disperse or you will be subject to arrest.
There is nothing to it. This is, again, a repeating pattern. It is kind of accelerated driving.
This is how you arrest a man. This is how you're supposed to keep a man in custody. Just like that. That's perfect. That's good police work. Why we can't get that all the time? We can't get that all the time. We're not asking for much. Why can't we just get human? I see why. I saw it. I just wanted to know. Yeah, I see it. I see why. See why.
Was it a white girl or?
That shit was white. You know, black kid gives you that for the white girl, okay? That's why I like it.
What, are you going to arrest people for walking down the street? Look how all of them walk right past the garbage can.
This is an unlawful assembly. You must disperse or you will be placed under arrest. You have to go this way to get him.
You can't arrest us for walking down the street, can you? Now you're going to arrest us to walk down the street? Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. You see that?
Can you breathe? He needs something else.
Yeah, he fell. Yeah. Yeah, you see? You got yourselves in a jam now.
They grabbing his old ass.
He hurt him.
Oh, full baby, you got
Good.
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 Good. Good.
Look at my people. Look at my people. Look at my people. Look at my kids. See? Let me show you. Here. You can't catch these kids. Not even on your bikes. Get out of here. You're not built for it. So now y'all are fighting. Yeah. He's just laughing at y'all.
I don't think anybody's carrying any broom handles. Oh, there's another fire.
Yep.
No.
Don't touch her! Oh my God! Don't touch her!
They're doing a really good job at protecting all these
And you're not pointing at one guy. The same way the other guy got, right? Look at you, not even looking. Like the other guy didn't look either. Right? The other guy wasn't looking. You wasn't looking either. Look at you turning around. Not paying attention, right? Right? Look at you turning your back. You know what's wrong.
Oh man, shame on you, bro. We get a close up of you.
Police, he will get us in right.
Shame on you, man. Shame on you.
One nigga right there.
You walk on the sidewalk?
But do your job.
Not even looking at it.
Can we keep walking? You guys are blocking the sidewalk.
We're just walking. What the fucking job is this? That work this right to be a pig? That got put in this school. You smell like pig.
Shame on you.
It's a real job. And you're not doing shit. It's not doing shit but fuck.
That could be your kids. These are your kids out here. Y'all created this. Y'all created this. Y'all created this. Y'all sent your kids out. Y'all sent these kids out to the street to act like this. Y'all created this. And y'all never gonna get no break. So get ready for a good workout. We gonna work y'all out today.
We can walk that way.
And overtime and everything. Y'all created this. Well, cause they do this to separate us. They do this to separate us. What happened is now they'll keep walking until they got little groups and they can do their thing.
I'd like to go down the side like that. Go that way. Which way? Behind you. Yeah, that way. So I'd like to go south. Okay, go right along. Sidewalk, step very close. Not me. Step very close.
All right, so we'll just...
That one's not. It looks like you're closing it. It looks like you're blocking it.
Hey, go this way. Go this way and separate them. That's all. Go this way, separate them. Go separate them. Yeah, separate them. Separate them. Separate them. Yes, excuse me, brother. Yeah, separate them, that's all. You telling us to listen. Yeah. Too bad it has to be like this.
You know what I'm saying?
Now y'all gonna listen now though.
They do listen.
Because our kids are out here now. Y'all didn't listen to the adults when we marched. Now y'all got to answer to our kids now. Oh, fuck you. You can walk on the streets. We can walk on the streets. I'm sorry, y'all. This is where it is now. This is getting uglier. I walked away from these people so I could get this mask off and breathe at least for a minute. But yeah, this is where we at now, man. We're at this place now where y'all are gonna have to respect us and do the right thing by us, or it's gonna be hell to pay. You can't keep treating us like dirt and thinking that that's gonna work out, because it won't. It won't work out. It won't work out for long. Now, so you had to walk down the block to get away from everything. But yeah, that's where we at now. You know, there's no way in the world that they're gonna keep doing this to us. And now you gotta answer to our children. You ain't answering to us anymore. You answering to our children. And you answering to children that their parents are not here to guide them, and people that they know and respect is not here to tell them no better. So now it's a whole nother fight. I'm going back. Let me put my mask on, y'all. Sorry. This is nuts. Right back in the middle of the shit, though. Look at this. Putting people in jail, exercising their quote-unquote constitutional right. So when y'all get online with me talking about the Constitution and all that, y'all better understand that we don't have that. We don't have that. You know, it is what it is. Heard me?
Oh, what's up, Eddie?
Hold on.
What's up, Eddie? We out here. We out here. Tell Kwame I said good job. Good job.
Ah. Yeah. We'll catch up to the crowd now. Yeah. Hey, listen, man. I see y'all keep commenting. I'm starting to be able to see it with the sun going down, with the comments on. I'm being as careful as I can. But apparently, being careful or not, you can die at the hands of law enforcement nationwide. So, I'm, you know, being careful is y'all might as well not even say that to me no more. Don't tell me to be careful, because we can be as careful as we want to be in the United States of America, and still you die in the street like a dog. And the people that has been historically doing this to us, they've been historically getting away with it. You can't do that no more. Come on, say something for us. Say something for us.
My people is marching. Black Lives Matter.
There you go. There you go. We catch up to this crowd now. I had to fall back because I need to get my breath sometime. These masks are just hard for me to breathe in, especially after the coronavirus. But that's what it is. I had the coronavirus. I had the coronavirus, and they said you might be able to get it again. And I'm so disgusted, I'm willing to come out and die.
Like 20 years ago.
If that'll help somebody else not have to go through this. If that'll prevent another George Floyd or another Eric Garner or Trayvon or Mike Brown or Tamir Rice, Yusuf Hawkins and those guys, it's not just the police, it's about racism. So now, you know, the police are getting more bold because it's nighttime, and they saying if you don't disperse, you're gonna get arrested they're gonna arrest you. But you can't just, what are we doing? We walking down the sidewalk. It's only an assembly if you standing still.
Peacefully. We're not violent. We're not the violent ones. We're being peaceful.
They don't respect that.
No, they
don't
not gonna be burning shit down.
Right.
This is all assembly. If you do not disperse, you may be placed under arrest.
Yeah.
Peaceful protest is legal. It's legal. We're not hurting nobody. We're not breaking nobody.
Say something for us.
Black lives matter.
All lives matter, and black lives. It's not about black, it's about people. We got to do better, and black lives definitely matter too. But we have to make sure that we understand that this is not about black and white. This is about racism. This is about sexism. This is about classism. These people out here, oh shit, they done started a big fire down there. All right now. They done set something on fire. Yeah, we don't want that. But the more they keep agitating us, and the more every time they arrest somebody for walking down the streets and exercise their constitutional right, every time they do that, it's getting more and more rowdy, more and more lively, and more crazy. These kids are so fast. These kids are so fast that they're 2 blocks ahead. They're 2 blocks ahead of the police now. The police are not even in the same picture with them at this point anymore. And I'm catching up to them. And I'm showing you what it is. All lives matter, man. Black, Hispanic lives matter. Arab lives matter, Indian lives matter, you know, we all matter. But we have to, and these kids are showing that. These kids are showing that division that has been there is now, that division is going away. And this is the first protest I've been to where my brothers are coming up, but it's my young brothers. Oh, you old heads, you old heads ain't coming out talking that hot talk, trying to have barbershop talk like y'all so deep and intelligent and special. Y'all ain't out here. Kick rocks.
For one person, they're doing all of that for one person.
Not for one person, for our people. Big difference.
For 400 years of this shit, it's not one person.
Learn the fuck what's going on first.
400 years of this, it ain't no one fucking person.
Next week it'll be somebody else.
It's somebody else every week.
Don't stand on the timeline talking shit. Either join the movement or shut the fuck up.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, here she go. Hey, yo, you know what? Who want to come on live with me, man? Wave at me real quick. Whoever want to come on live with me. You want to come on live with me? Wave at me right now. Anybody want to come on live with me? You can wave at me. Uh-oh, there you go. Come on, I want to talk to somebody now. Somebody come on here with me. All you got to do is send, or just type in your comment box, I want to come on. I'll bring you on camera if I could get you on. Some people I can't bring on. Come on. Who's that? Can I bring you on? I don't know. See, some of them, it says bring them on camera, so I don't know which people I can bring on camera or not. Okay, Keisha, you want to come on? Let's do it. Get out the way. I'm gonna step down this block because I can't breathe. So. What's up, baby? I told you I was coming, right, Lance? And I tell you I was gonna get in the middle of this shit. Like the kids say, we outside, man.
I appreciate you, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah, we outside with it. We outside. We outside, man.
Don't let him pass.
Yeah, my kids are out here. What happened? Nobody don't want to go live with me? What's up? Talk to me. You can go live with me. This shit started on 125th Street. Now it's on, we on 19th Street and 7th Avenue. Look at that. This guy in this white van came. Gave everybody some water.
I'm some thirsty motherfucker.
Ah, look at the truck. God is good, it says. Yeah. Yeah. He's a good guy. He got God is good on his truck, and he's throwing out water to people, man. He's a good guy. Let him go. He's a good guy.
He's a good God. Let him go.
Let him go. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Let him go.
He's a good God.
Let him go. He's a good guy, y'all.
Yes, God. Bye, God.
Well, I don't think he's God, but I hear what you say, man. Yeah! He's a good guy. Tell me something, man. You bouncing? You doing it? You fighting for your people? That's what we doing. That's what we doing. We fight for our people. We standing up. Elliot, what's up, bro? What's up, little sis? Hey, Cherry! Man, I'm so proud of young people right now, man. I hear you, Amanda. I want y'all to stop telling me to be safe. We ain't safe out here. I'm not safe driving down the street in my car. I'm not safe going to the store. The only place I feel safe is in my house. So anytime I leave my house, I'm not safe. And I'm more afraid of the people that my tax dollar pays to protect me than I am of anything else. I'm more afraid for these black children and the people, you know, I'm more afraid for them than from the people that's paid to protect us. DeWalla, what's up, brother? What's good with you, man? Yo, Elliot, I hear what you're saying about ask these kids to vote that motherfucker out. I read your comment. Let me tell you something. This shit has been like this before that piece of shit got in office. So it's not just him. As a matter of fact, the person who we gonna be forced to vote for to get that motherfucker out was worse to these to children this age when he was in power at one point. He was worse to children this age than that motherfucker that's in office right now. So let's not talk about that Trump shit, because I don't want to hear about that piece of shit. Trump is not everything. Trump is not everything. He's not the beginning or the end of all these problems. Man, he just in the middle of all this shit, well, maybe closer to the end. So y'all keep talking that Trump. Everything turning around, y'all talking about Trump. I don't hear that Trump shit. Fuck Donald Trump, man. This is bigger than Donald Trump, and you grew up in the hood. So you know this is bigger than the fucking Donald Trump. You know this shit was happening with Reagan, Carter, Bush, both Bushes, the Obama, the Clintons. This shit happened with Ford and the Nixons. And you go back to George Washington. We tired. These kids are tired. These kids are fucking tired, man. And we keep talking about this other shit. Nobody care about that, man. I don't get it, man. I just don't get it, man. Jumping over the fire. Yeah, my youth is something else, man. I love them, man. They're a little destructive. But they're something else, man. I hear you, Elliot. I'm not going to debate with you, man. I'm not going to debate with you at all, man. You want to debate with me, come down here. Meet me on 19th Street and 7th Avenue. We could debate. I'm not down here. I'm not debating. I'm not debating with people no more who's not on the front line. I don't care about your opinions. I don't care about how nobody feels. None of that. You know? That's it. No disrespect to you, man. I love you, brother, but that's what it is. Everybody has a fucking opinion. And with all these opinions, you say, well, where are you? Where are you right now? Home? Safe in your house? All right, I'm out here. So, don't talk to me about nothing. Anybody who want to come out here, I don't want to hear. I don't give a fuck about your opinion. I think I'm gonna start walking back at this point because start walking back at this point because it is what it is. At this point, we gotta look at this snitch. But this rat bastard here, man, he's telling on everybody. But these rat bastards, now they took pictures of people doing things so they could show the police. These two rat bastards showing the police. That's what we expect. That's what we expect. Enemies of the fucking people. Enemies of the fucking people. Enemies of the people. Rat bastards. Rat bastards. Yeah, enough is enough, man. Enough is enough at this point, man. We've had enough, man. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna go try to walk all the way back to my car. Cab back to my car, and then if I could catch a cab down here, then I'm gonna charge my phone. I think I'm gonna stay down here. Charge my phone, stay down here, and catch up with the crowd again. This crowd ain't hard to find if you're really looking for them.
Well, and they're just letting all the traffic up there.
If you're really looking for the crowd, they are not hard to find. If you're really trying to look at it, working these motherfuckers to death. They're not hard to find. And they mad. Fat motherfuckers gotta do some work. Y'all mad as shit. Yelling at the cars for what? Right, I gotta go this way now. All right, y'all. I'm on the side street. I'm gonna walk down the side street so I can talk with y'all and get away from all these people a little bit. Yeah, so like I said, know, this thing is just took on a whole new light. People are tired. And it's not the same tired that we had previously. It's a different kind of tired. So you have to remember, Martin Luther King, they were young, but they were still adults. Malcolm X was young, but he was still an adult. And they had older men that advised them. And they had good clergy behind them, strong women that they respected behind them, and everyone got together and made this thing work together. They made it work for that time. They did what they thought was best for them, and it worked to the best of their ability. But now, what we're looking at now is young kids. We're looking at children, young men, young women who are tired without the elders out here to advise them, without the clergy out here and the people in the neighborhood that they've grown to love and respect, that have nurtured them and taken care of them, out here to advise them. Part of that is most of you clergy and most of the elected officials and community activists and people like that who talk such a big game and getting big grants and doing all kind of shit and saying they're helping the people and they're doing something for the kids don't know you or respect you. So even if you was out here, it wouldn't matter. That's why most of y'all don't come and don't do what y'all supposed to do. Now we have the select few that when they come, their voices are powerful and they know who they are. But 95% of y'all, 98% of y'all, they don't know who you are, so they don't respect you. So if you tell them, hey man, stop, don't do that, they won't stop. They'll look at you and curse you out. They'll fight you because you haven't been doing the work. So now we got a generation of kids that don't respect their elders because y'all abandoned them. And y'all hid in those pulpits and those mosques and those synagogues and in every other place in the world and talk to old people. You preach the word to people who already know the Bible. And y'all never went out there and grabbed them young kids in and helped them. Y'all preach to somebody in your church's child who's already a good kid and knows the word. There you go. That's not these kids. That's not these kids. These are the grandkids, a lot of them, or great grandkids, some of them from the crack era. So some of them don't know their parents. Some of them were raised by their grandparents. Most of them could care less about a temple or a church or a mosque or a synagogue, anything like that. So y'all so disconnected from the community, nobody even wants to look at y'all. Nobody believes y'all. You got certain ones that's doing. Charmaine Bird, she's doing the work. Kimberly, maybe Wright, she's doing the work. Eddie Gibbs is doing the work. Al Taylor, he's doing the work. Jumanji is out there doing the work. So that when they speak, people listen, the neighborhood listens, the children listen, because they out there in their face. Yes, y'all not out there. And y'all not out here, and I know why y'all not here, a lot of y'all, because y'all would be ashamed to be out here, because how you can sit around and boast to your congregation and get on the News 1 and News 12 and CNN might call you up. You know, these kids will spit at you. These kids will spit in your face if you came and try to tell these kids something, because they don't know you, because you haven't been helping them. You've been getting the big bucks and the big checks. Look at the activists in our community outside the 1 or 2, or the politicians. Look at the people that's with them. They have 40 would be the young people that's with them. Most of them have 50 and 60-year-old people surrounding them. Y'all need to get back into your community and win the love and affection back from your children and their respect. And when you do that, then we can do this together and the kids will respect that, and they won't be doing this kind of stuff. You won't see this kind of stuff on the streets of New York. You won't see this kind of stuff. Look in the middle of the street. You won't see this kind of stuff in New York. You won't see it. Cars tore to shreds right in New York. It's tore to shreds. Yeah, you won't see that. But on the other hand, these kids don't want to hear anymore about the rules of engagement. These are your rules of engagement. Black and Hispanic and Native and everything other than Caucasian white male. These are your rules of engagement. You can't walk here. You can't. We're gonna arrest you if we catch you for unlawful assembly while you're walking down the street. The white people went up in the Capitol with machine guns, and they didn't go to jail. Why not? Why not? So at this point, you know, we lost them. We lost them. The kids are saying enough. Enough. Since y'all won't stand up and fight for us the way that, quote unquote, we were told we should be out here protesting and marching and fighting, and then we'll just fight our own way. We'll start fires and ride our bikes and make a lot of noise and do a lot of damage. And it's nothing that no one else, none of y'all can do about it. It's a shame, man. It's a shame, and it feels good to be away from all of that so I can breathe, because it's mask. Them kids out there with no mask on. They're prepared to come out here and catch coronavirus and die. That's what they're prepared to do. So no, never again. I hear that. And I love them. I love them for that. I love them. Those are my kids. I'm proud of them. I'm proud of them. And a lot of you might sit back and say, well, they didn't do it the right way. I don't care what you say, they did it. What did you do? What did you do? And then I got, so many people say, oh, well, you have to tell them to take it to the ballot and vote. A lot of these kids that I saw today wasn't old enough to vote. They're tired. And the ones that are old enough to vote, they're looking and saying, well, why I have to wait every 4 years to be heard? Why I got to wait every 4 years to be lied to by some Republican, or lied to by, well, the Republicans don't even lie to you. The Republicans let you know they're going to treat you like shit. The Democrats will lie to you more than Republicans. But they lie to it. They come, we see all our Democratic people who are running for office right before election. They all show up. They all smile and take pictures with you and tell y'all how, we're going to make changes, we're going to do this. Then you elect them and they don't do shit. Go right back to the same old system, except for they get a bigger house or make a little bit more money and get a few more envelopes and things like that. And when I see my man Eddie Gibbs, he's doing the work. He's doing the work. That's how I know the other ones are not doing the work, because I'm constantly around an elected official that's doing the work. That's why they have a Democratic club that's bigger than the average 2 or 3 Democratic clubs anywhere in this city, because he does the work. You're not doing the work. Y'all coming out now, when you watch CNN tonight, watch it tomorrow. Now you're going to start seeing all of these black elected officials and pastors and rabbis and imams and everything else on, because now they're gonna bring them on CNN. They never cared enough for them to have them on CNN before about nothing. But now they want somebody who we may listen to come out now. They want that. So now they're gonna watch CNN. Watch how that number of elected officials and clergy and all kind of stuff is gonna be on there telling us how we need to conduct ourselves in a situation like this. Instead of one of them cowards getting on CNN and saying, hey man, you saw that picture of George Floyd being murdered? That was a declaration of war. That's what it was. You think about and that's the difference. We live now in a culture where our kids, our children now in this culture, we live in a gang banging culture. So you have a lot of kids that are good kids, but they still live in that culture and understand those rules. And the rules of engagement in the gang culture is, you hurt one of mine, we gonna go tear your neighborhood up and hurt 5 or 6 of yours, or 10 of yours, or 12 of yours. Yeah, I seen them. Some good ones too, brother. You know, but that's what it is now. Wait a minute. The guy's out on the street selling CDs, and he got a George G CD down here. Wow, he got some good. He got some records and CDs. He has Sammy Davis Jr. and Count Basie. I haven't heard that record. I know it's swinging though. Gotta be. Wow. You got some stuff. I just don't need to fill my hands up right now because I never know if I need to use them. But nevertheless, you know, I think the older people out here that's watching, and we need to share this so that the other people that are in cyber world, the older 40, 50-year-olds, 60-year-olds, to be able to come out and show your face, you know, you should be heard. Or else what's happening is, you know, the generation that's 35 and younger at this point, they'll never have any respect for you. They'll never hold you guys in any regard because you left them out there to fight and fend for themselves. That's why I'm out here. I want them to see this gray beard and this gray mustache and know that there's one or two of us that care and that hold them in a high regard. Your life matters. Your rights matter. You know, your freedom matters. So that's where we at with that, man. We just in a different place. I'm gonna charge my phone up. So I got a long walk back to the car. I'm sick right now about that. But I'm gonna charge this phone up when I get back to the car. I'm gonna go find where my kids are again. I'm gonna go find all my children again. And I'm gonna walk with them and be with them some more. You support them. Let them know that they matter. They matter. They matter to me. You know, and I hope they matter to you. Well, you know what? It's all in the proof. The proof's in the pudding right now. At this point, I'll be out every time I know somebody's getting together and doing something. If I can make it, God willing, I'll be out every time. And I will say, hit me up. Let me know. You know where something is going on. Don't call me to come and 2 and 3 of your friends are just sitting around in the barbershop or sitting around the bench talking stupid. I don't want to hear that shit. If you know where the action is, where we can go be heard, let me know. I'll be there. I'll show up. And I'll invite people. But if not, I don't want to hear that. I just don't want to hear it no more. I don't want to hear no more conversations about what they should do and how they should do it. I'm sick of you Monday morning quarterbacks. I'm sick of you people detracting from the problem. There's always somebody to just take your fight and turn it into another fight. I'm sick of that. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to be around that no more. If it's up to me, we'll have this fight right here, and we'll finish it one way or another. Either you will give us the respect as human beings. You don't have to like us, but you have to respect us. And I just feel like, hey Mo, I feel like, hey Cuz, I just feel like Courtney, how you doing? I just feel like they don't have to, we don't have to do nothing else. You got to give it. You don't have to like me. You don't have to like my people. You don't have to like my kind. You have to respect my kind. And no, I don't want to go out and disrespect my city, and I don't want to go out and disrespect anyone else. But at this point, you may look and say, well, they're disrespecting the country and they're disrespecting their neighborhood and they're tearing up the city. You know what? They've earned this disrespect. You've earned our disrespect. You have earned our hatred and our malice towards you. You've earned that. These kids didn't wake up like these kids. Them kids had skateboards. Those kids want to be jumping off steps and jumping on handrails with skateboards and breaking their arms and legs right now. That's what they'd rather be doing. But you've earned their disrespect. And I appreciate you, Elliot. And no, I'm not their leader. I'm not their leader. I'm their brother. I may be their bigger brother, but I'm their brother. I stand with them, and I'm not their leader. When you know what happened to all the leaders, they kill them. We don't need a leader. We need a nation of leaders. You're a leader. As many children as you has helped through school, you're a leader. Contact 20 of your kids and say, hey man, we're going out to be heard and we're going to conduct ourselves a certain way and everything else. There's certain things that these young kids was doing that I just would not be a part of, because I am a man of a certain age and I know better, and I'm educated enough to understand that me jumping out there and acting like a fool or putting myself in a certain situation where I could be hurt or cause someone else to be hurt or go to jail. It's just that's not what I'm doing, and I'm leading by example. But I'm also allowing these kids to be free enough to express themselves. And sometimes they may do something that I don't totally agree with, but I'm not going to. If it's something that's truly detrimental, I will definitely step in and say, hey man, don't do that, young brother. But if it's not truly detrimental and it's not completely out of the way or something that would harm them or other people, then sometimes I will turn away. Nah, go ahead, man. Because I know for a fact that they didn't understand when we walked up and down the streets peacefully. So, everyone's saying, well, no, they burning their city, they burning. Well, wait a minute, man. It hasn't been working. And you don't want me to be a leader, because that's not my message. Because my message to them would be, hey man, Martin Luther King set out with a nation of black people behind them. And he taught those people to use peaceful resistance, non-violent resistance. And black people bought into that. And they went out and had dogs put on them and fire hoses put on them. And the United States of America government and white people, not all of them, but a lot of them, hated his guts. Think about that. White people, not all of them, and the United States of America government hated a man who told his people, we're going to march down there and let the people that's been beaten and lynching and killing your people and raping your women and have sold your children, I'm going to march you down here and let them beat you some more, just so they can understand the value of love. You know what they did? They killed him for that. They killed him for that. They killed him for that. Go figure. They killed him. He said, come on, yo. Don't fight them back. Yeah, I know they've been torturing y'all. I know that their ancestors have raped your people and sold them and bought them. And they lynching you guys down there. Burning your houses down. Jumping out of cars and gang raping little girls trying to go to school. We know that. And getting away with it. We know that their police were doing that and getting away with it. But now let's go down and let's put our hands together and let them beat us and hose us some more and sick dogs on us some more, just because we want to show them how much we can love. And they hated him for that. And they killed him for that. And then after they killed him for that, because they wanted you holding hands and singing them old slave hymns and letting them beat them some more, beat you some more, and beat your family some more, then they made him a hero. Then they made him a dreamer. Then they said, oh, Martin Luther King, I have a dream. Martin Luther King wasn't a dreamer, he was a doer. They took that little small piece of his speech and said he wasn't a dreamer. This man was getting things done. And when he started to get things done, they killed him. As soon as he came to the realization that integration, maybe we weren't ready for integration because we were wounded, sick people, and we needed to heal first. We needed to educate ourselves and heal some of those old wounds and learn to love each other and break all of those old Willie Lynch syndrome Willie Lynch syndrome thoughts that we had and pull Willie Lynch out of our soul and make us be better. As soon as he said that he was going to start doing that, they kill him. They kill him. Because he wasn't a dreamer. He was bigger than that, and he figured it out. And when he figured it out, that we can let them beat us as long as we want. We can let them kill us as much as and stomp on us and put dogs and fire hose on it. That ain't gonna change them. That's when they kill them. Because this is who they are. So if I'm a basketball player and you let me play basketball all the time, I'm not going to stop playing basketball.
And let me tell you, that's scary.
That's what it is. And the man was murdered because of that. They killed that man. Dead. Not saying they didn't kill the other ones who took a stand, but they separated them from their people. We have to stop letting ourselves being separated. We have to stop allowing people to come between us and our common goal. We have a common goal. We have to stop being separated by that. We have to stop being separated by neighborhoods and religion, sexuality. If you my brother, you my brother. I don't care what you do. As long as it's legal and moral, I'm cool with that. If it's something that I think is immoral, it's wrong for me. It's not wrong for you. You ain't hurting nobody. Go ahead. Knock yourself out. What's right for you ain't right for me. There are things that many of us enjoy. There are things that many of us like. I like cigars. That's right for me. It's not right for you. That's why when I hear people say things like, oh, when you gonna stop smoking cigars? You'd be surprised the thing that come to my mind to say that I just kind of fall back. Don't say nothing. I've heard it. You know, I had a woman tell me recently, I hope you ain't go back to smoking them damn cigars. You know it's bad for you. And I'm looking at it and I'm saying, so your husband kicking your ass twice a week is good for you, huh? You ain't leave him. He upside your head twice a week. You wearing black eyes twice a month. You got a black eye. You had so many circles around your eyes, I thought you was a raccoon at one time. But I feel like it's right for me. I enjoy it. That's what I want to do. That's what I keep doing. But those are the differences that shouldn't separate us. We gotta come together. We gotta put it all together. And Smiley, what's up, brother? You know, we got to put it all together, and you know, we can't keep being distracted. You know, at this point, we can't keep being distracted, man. And I refuse to let people distract me anymore with Donald Trump talk. And if you want to talk about Donald Trump, talk to somebody else. I don't care. I dislike him as much as you do. I dislike him more than you do. I grew up in the east side of Harlem, around those exonerated 5 kids when he took that ad out in the paper against them. I didn't forget that. I know who he is. I also know that there's a Republican system who also knew where he was, thought enough of him to let him run for president against Hillary Clinton because they thought so little of her that they knew he could beat her. What's up, little bro? How you doing, man? So, you know, that's what it is. Yo, Lee, man, you know I love you, man. Good to see you. So we're in that place now. And, you know, it seemed like every time we turn around, you know, the Republicans will just take any racist, bigot, hateful, mean-spirited, Anglo-Saxon white male and throw him on the ballot because they know that all the Republicans ain't going, the Democrats ain't going to give them nobody to really run against. They know that they're always choosing from the lesser of two evils. Well, you know, now we have to as black men in America, we have to make one of these parties step up. We have to make one of these parties say, that I am putting up a candidate that feels like you matter and that you can be comfortable with voting for. If we don't do that, that's what it is. Samantha, what's up, mama? You didn't send me that information either. Me and you gonna be fighting soon, but I'm back in fighting shape, so you better text me that information. Hey, Greg. But no, I mean, you know, seriously. You know, we put in that situation now. You know, I gotta walk 1,000,000 miles back to my car to charge my phone just to go find my kids again and get back out there. My kids are out there. And they out there big time. They out there strong. I miss Michelle Milton. I miss you, sis. Because that's my sister. What's up, man? That's my sister. And she used to be out here in these marches with me. We done been chasing all kind of stuff. But, you know, duty calls and she had to work and move away. For this kind of stuff, my road dog. My road dog. And yeah, we just have to do better. We have to demand more from our elected officials. We have to demand more from our clergy. We have to demand more from all of these activists and everything else. You come out, you claim to be an activist? Well, prove it. Prove it. Show up when the cameras are not there and make a difference. Come when the cameras are not there, and when the cameras are not there, I want you to come out and I want you to make phone calls and do everything you need to do to help somebody be all right when the cameras are not there. Most of these activists, if the cameras are not involved, or it's not a noteworthy topic, you can't never reach it. You spend all your time talking to one of their buffers. They have 1,000,000 buffers that you wind up talking to, and nothing ever happens. Maybe the buffer, if it's something that the buffer can help with and help you get through, then maybe the buffer will do that. But for the most part, nah. You just kind of sitting there waiting. So now you show and prove. That's all of you guys. You call yourself. That's why don't call me. I'm not an activist. You know, I don't. You know, people say that sometimes. I'm not. I'm a freedom fighter. You know, that's who I am. You know, I hate injustice. You know, that's what I hate. I hate injustice. You know, that's my thing. You ever want to get me up and get me out? Show me injustice. You know, as I just came through COVID-19, and thank God I'm feeling better and I'm walking and I'm getting stronger. The last thing I want to do is be, running around down here chasing these kids. I'm chasing these kids around every day. For what? I'm chasing them, I'm chasing them, and I'm going to tell you why. I say for what, so I can tell you why. I'm chasing them because injustice get me up. That got me up. That got me out of my bed. And that got me putting my clothes on and making sure I had something to eat and everything. And then I got dressed. And then I had to redress because I said, well, I'm going down to march with my children. When I say my children, all of them are my children. Well, you parents don't even deserve it. You're not going out to march with your children. You're not going out to, if you can. If you're not going to support your children and march with your children in a time like this and show them that you stand with them, shame on you. And I had to change my clothes because I said, I had on sweatpants and I said, well, if I go to jail, and it's a chance of that between me and who I am and who these suckers are, it's a chance that I will be going to jail. And then they'll take my string out my sweatpants, and my sweatpants will be falling. So I had to then revamp my whole outfit to come out and come down here and be with my kids and see what we're doing, you know? That's what I had to do. I had to go and revamp my whole outfit. Lance will tell you, he called me. He had came and stopped by, and I'm like, man, it took me so long to come down because I said, oh man, they're gonna take my string out my sweatpants, out my hood. Now I'm gonna be sitting in jail holding my pants up. So I mean, thank God I didn't go to jail, but when I came down here, you know, I know that when you get in this situation, the police just take people to jail for nothing. They take people to jail just to make a point in situations like this. So I'm saying, okay, I have to be prepared now. It's a nice dark, easy block. Nobody's down here. I have to, you know, take my chance now and be all right with the fact that I could potentially go to jail or die at these people's hands to stand in solidarity with our children. I can't stress it enough. It's our children out here that's doing this marching, that's doing this protest. These are our children. And, you know, I spit at all of those quote-unquote community leaders and clergy and all of that's going to come out and start taking a stand and talking about what we should be doing and we ain't doing it right and they ain't doing this and they ain't. I spit at you. You don't have a voice. You don't have an opinion anymore on us. You have about as much opinion on how we're doing things, or how they're doing things, because I'm here in support and as an older gentleman that loves them and feel like they're my children, and to make sure that they're treated a certain way even if they're arrested, because we know that sometimes arrests come with this. I'm here for that. I'm here to make sure that you treat these young men and women like human beings. I don't care what color they are, what religion they are, what's their sexual preference, none of that. That's what I'm here for. But you cowards, y'all don't have nothing to say. I spit at y'all when you start talking that what we need to do, and I'm not going to want to hear that. I'm not going to want to hear that. If I see you on CNN, I'm going to send you nasty notes with bad language in it. So be clear of that. You know, and I have a lot of elected officials and clergy and everything else on my line, so, you know, take that to heart. When they call you, decline the interview. Now, I don't want to say nothing because I don't have nothing to say. I'm not out there on the front line. I don't have nothing to say. Martin Luther King had something to say because he was on the front line. Now, how long he was on the front line was something different, but he was on the front line, so he had something to say. And he was the face that he, at certain times, he couldn't be out there totally in the front line because they had to protect the face. So I get that. Malcolm X had a lot to say because he was on the front line. So, you know, the rest of them, I just don't want to hear that. You're not on the front line, I don't want to hear it. And if you marching and protesting and it's about you putting things together so you can be seen and look like you doing something, I don't respect you. You know, I don't respect you. And stay out of my way. And stay out of these kids' way. These children right now are tired. Kids are tired. That's the worst thing you could have ever done, was make the kids, because they don't forget. They don't forget. They don't forget. And because they're so young, you got 18-year-old kids out here, 17-year-old kids. So at this point now, in the protests that I just saw with 17 and 18-year-old kids, that means you got another 30 years of dealing with them. 30 years, 40 years of dealing with them. And that they're gonna teach their kids. When these kids go home and tell their friends how quote unquote lit it was, these numbers are only going to grow. The numbers are going to keep growing. Fix it. Fix it. In America, you created this. You created this. You created this a long time ago. And black people in America have practiced nonviolence and forgiveness, and they've sang hymns and gospel songs and moaned and groaned like slaves and did everything you want. When Dylan Roof killed them people in that church, them people came outside and forgave him and moaned and sang gospel songs and prayed, not just for the people that died, prayed for him. These kids are not like that. These kids are not like that. Different. They're different. And when you bring your dogs out, they're going to bring their pit bulls out. And they train their pit bulls to kill dogs. So now their pit bulls are going to kill your dogs. And they have guns. You better change your ways. You better change your practices and policies in America against poor people. You better change it. Because now you have middle class people and some rich people who are looking and saying, hey, that's not cool. That's not cool what you're doing. They were out there. Those weren't poor kids out there. Those weren't a bunch of gangbangers and criminals with bad records and career criminals and all that. Those were kids who have got their stuff together. A lot of them, you can tell, a lot of them are college educated or college children. High school diplomas, a lot of them had jobs. There wasn't no bunch of poor kids out there. And look at what you brought them to. Those weren't ignorant children. So many of them, as I was walking back and forth past them, were talking about things and saying things that you and I, as adults, probably didn't know that they even knew to talk about. A lot of them are more woke than you think they are, or I think they are. So I'm saying that to get to this point. If they just drove the New York City Police Department crazy, if the good kids drove New York City Police Departments crazy, wait till the gangbangers show up. Wait till the little shooters show up. Wait till the hood show up. If you think the little fires and them garbage cans or something, wait till the hood show up. Wait till those good kids get on Twitter and get on Instagram and say, it was lit. It was lit. Then you'll see. You'll see. Fix it. Fix it before it gets there. Because when the hood comes, then the violence comes. Then the guns come. Then the real fires come. New York City is too many of us here. If you make this city explode, I'm telling you, what you gonna do? What you gonna put somebody in jail? Who you gonna put in jail? Do you not understand when the hood comes, that these kids that are quote unquote in the hood, that's not frowned upon? I grew up in the hood. When I grew up there, we couldn't wait to go to jail. To see if we could run the phones and see if we was gonna have clout, and then people come back home telling stories about how we was running things and we was off the chain. So what, you gonna put them in jail? That's stupid. That's stupid. Change your policies, change your ways, America. And that's not just New York. Just so happens there's so many people concentrated in this city that if this city ever explodes, at this point, if this city explodes, this would be like a Mad Max movie within, I would say, 2 weeks. There's too many of them. Too many, and they fearless. There's too many of them, they fearless. They don't care. They don't care about dying. They don't care about going to jail. Do you understand that New York has, if not as many, almost as many cameras as London? New York is probably, New York City is probably 80% filled with cameras, 70% filled with cameras. And these kids go out and kill each other on camera every day. So now that they are slowly learning who their enemy is, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? What you going to do? Sad state of affairs, man. It's a sad state of affairs. So, you know, I know I'm talking you to death, but I just got, you know, just being here, just put so much on my mind, so much on my heart. And I'm so sick of you fake leaders that's never on the front line, which never comes out. You never a part of this thing. You know, I don't know. We gotta do better. We gotta do better, because if we don't, you know, we're gonna implode, man. We're gonna implode, man. You know, as a country, we're gonna implode.
As much as like it's a scary scene.
So I don't know when the next one is, but I will say this. You know, I will say this, that
Twice.
if we when it's going down, I'll let you know. I know a lot of these marches, they start with just being in the protest, and then people will say, well, then they start moving and they start marching, and the police start following them. So I think that's it, man.
It's about to turn.
Quick question: how are y'all doing, man? Tell me how y'all doing. I want to know how y'all doing, because I love y'all.
There you go. I want to be.
How y'all doing? How y'all feeling?
Executive board.
Is everyone taking care of themselves? Yo, Jay, I see you, man. So, you good? You good, Miss Rios? Good, man. I'm happy to hear that. Hey, Cynthia, how you feeling? All right, let me put my mask on. There's a bunch of people out here. It's a bunch of them. It's a bunch of them not. Patrice, I love you, sis. I'm glad you're there. Tommy Gunn, what's going on? Yeah, they said that was July 7th, the blackout. I did see that. I mean, we haven't been spending no money for the most part. Anyway, Yeah, I mean, we can do that. But you know, one day is not enough. You know, let's do a month-long blackout. Let's do a month-long blackout in December when they make their biggest bucks. You know, that's what I would say. But no, definitely July 7th, you guys look out for the blackout. We're not going to do that. I mean, at this point, I have so many days where I don't spend a dime anyway. That it's not. That wouldn't even be foreign to me anymore. At the blackout wouldn't even be foreign. I mean, that's it. You know. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Sorry, you guys. That was the phone ringing. I had to get that call. A lot of people were worried about me, but I'm gonna say this again. I appreciate all of your concerns. I appreciate all the worrying. I definitely appreciate the fact that y'all think enough of me to tell me to be safe and all that. I just, you know, the point is that I felt safer running around with all them kids confronting the police than I do right now walking back to my car by myself. Because I know for a fact if they jump out the car right now and say put your hands up, it's a good chance they'll kill me. I know they ain't gonna kill me from all those people. They might, everyone they cuffed, they tried to be at least halfway civil with. Even the guy that was starting all the fires. You know, they had to be halfway civil. They didn't. They wouldn't give me that. Walking right now by myself. So you know, it's all good in the hood. And I'll tell y'all what. Get in my inbox. And tomorrow, when I find out where we're doing and what we're doing, maybe we can meet up and do something together. And we need to walk some of this fat off our asses. Everybody done sat around and ate all this food all those days, so we might need to get some of this fat off us anyway. So, just a thought. So what's up, man? Hold on, let me do this, man. What's up, man? What's up? What's going on, man? Listen. Tomorrow when I come back here and get it in, if you're not with me, it's me and you.
Come on, you threatening me on social media. Listen. I'm top, so I won't beat you, but I can give you a spanking. Legally, I give you a spanking. Oh, you see? I can't hear you, so what's wrong with your phone? You can hear me now? Yeah, you gotta turn it up, baby. You see me? You can hear me now? Yeah, a little better. Nah, I was saying you need some young boys with you, man. They working you out there.
Yo, man. Let me tell you something. Keeping up with them 20-year-olds and 25-year-olds. That was a lot. They're kicking me up, man. They need our support.
Yeah, good though, right?
Yeah, I had to go back. My phone is dying. So the last thing we want to do is get caught in a situation out there with that many police officers in attention and not have the phone. Literally, your phone most of the time is your best defense. I think you got me too loud because I feel like I'm echoing.
How you sound?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, that's better.
That's better. I think.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. I'm still back up.
But
the phone is your best line of defense.
You
You walking down the street and you're not doing anything, and they'll come and take you to jail. Everybody will go to jail for walking down the street for sure. Sure, that's false offense. That's where we're at.
What you
doing now? You home?
We like downtown now.
You home?
You home?
Yeah, I'm home.
All right, I'm gonna get off this
live, right? I'm cool. I'm back. All right, so I love you.
Alright, you guys. I'm gonna take myself and charges. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Be safe. If I said something today that was offensive to you, you probably needed to hear it anyway. So I don't take it back. You probably needed, if anything I said offended you, that means it's true. So do something about it so I don't have to say it again. So, or if you hear it again, it won't be offensive. That's it. I mean, and if you don't like it, then you could just go on your live and do what you want. Or y'all can just keep putting up those stupid ass little memes of dogs on tricycles and all that stupid shit that y'all like to promote all day and enjoy. You can just do that. So you don't have to worry about me, you know, and my rhetoric, you know. So that's it though. Reese, love you, sis. I'm gone though. I'm tired. My car is right here. I'm about to jump in, charge his phone, and I'll talk with y'all later. Plus, you know, I keep looking around. I know y'all see my head is always on a swivel. I mean, that's just who I am. So nothing personal, you know. All right, love y'all. Talk later.